Hello everyone, welcome to the Genius Educator YouTube channel. In this video, we will see countries that produce large amounts of eggs in 2024. China is the first country that produces the largest numbers of eggs in 2024. India is the second country that produces the largest amounts of eggs in 2024. USA is the third country that produces large amounts of eggs in 2024. Indonesia is the fourth country that produces large amounts of eggs in 2024. It produced 6.32 million tons of eggs. Brazil is the fifth country that produced large amounts of eggs in 2024. It produced about 3.48 million tons of eggs in 2024. Mexico is among the largest egg-producing countries in 2024. Japan, it is an island country in the Eastern Asia. It produces about 2.6 million tons of eggs in 2024. Russia is the largest country in the world, the largest country in Europe, the largest country in Asia. It produces 2.59 million tons of eggs in 2024. Turkey is also a transcontinental country in Asia and Europe. It produces 1.24 million tons of eggs in 2024. Thailand is a country in the Southeast Asia. It produces about 1.13 million tons of eggs in 2024. Pakistan is a country in South Asia. It produces about 1.08 million tons of eggs in 2024. You know, eggs are an important source of proteins. It's also an important source of vitamin D. It's very important for our health. France is a country in Europe. It produced about 878,000 tons of eggs in 2024. Argentina is the second largest country in South America. It produces about 841,000 tons of eggs in 2024. Spain is a country in South Europe. It produces 839,000 tons of eggs in 2024. Colombia is a country in South America. It produces about 813,000 tons of eggs in 2024. Iran is another country among the largest egg-producing countries in 2024. South Korea is a country in the East Asia. It produces about 785,000 tons of eggs in 2024. Philippines is a country in the eastern part of Asia. It is an island country. It produces 764,000 tons of eggs in 2024. Bangladesh is a country in South Asia. It produces about 739,000 tons of eggs in 2024. Malaysia is a country in the South Asian Pacific region. It produces 736,000 tons of eggs in 2024. Italy is a country in Europe. It produces 717,000 tons of eggs in 2024. Ukraine, a country in East Europe, it produces 692,000 tons of eggs in 2024. Nigeria is the first populated country in Africa. It produces 664,000 tons of eggs in 2024. If you like this video, please share the video. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe to the channel. I usually very thankful for watching and encouraging my channel. United Kingdom is a country in Europe. It produces 642,000 tons of eggs in 2024. Canada is the largest country in North America. It produces 624,000 tons of eggs in 2024. Eggs are very crucial foods which are rich in vitamins and also a rich source of vitamin D, which is very important for our health actually. So most countries in Africa, Asia, Europe, America, they produced large amounts of eggs. So these eggs are very important for the society as source of proteins, as source of vitamin D, which is very important for our health. Peru is a country in South America, which is also among the largest egg-producing countries in the world in 2024. Uzbekistan is a country in Asia. It produces about 456,000 tons of eggs in 2024. Taiwan is one of the two states which are with substantial recognition, international recognition. It's also among the largest egg producer country. Vietnam is a country in the South Pacific Asian region. It produces also large amounts of eggs in 2020. Morocco is a country in North Africa. It produces about 390,000 tons of eggs in 2024. Saudi Arabia is among the largest country in the world with no rivers. It produces about 375,000 tons of eggs in 2024. Algeria is the first largest country in Africa. It is located in northern Africa. It's also among the largest egg producing. Romania is a country in Eastern Europe. It is among the largest egg producer countries in 2020. Kazakhstan is the largest country in the western part of Asia. It is a landlocked country actually. It's also among the largest egg producer country in the world. Guatemala is a country in the north central parts of America. It is also among the largest egg producer countries in the world. The Dominican Republic is also a country in North America. It produces about 239,000 tons of eggs in 2024. Australia is the largest country in Oceania. It produced 226,000 tons of eggs in 2024. Tanzania is a country in the eastern part of Africa. It produces about 226,000 tons of eggs in 2024. Chile is the longest country in the world. It produces 220,000 tons of eggs in 2024. Belarus is a country in the eastern part of Europe. It produced 196,000 tons of eggs in 2024. Venezuela is a country in the northern part of Latin America. It produces 178,000 tons of eggs in 2024. Ecuador is also among the largest egg producing countries in 2024. It is found in South America. Portugal is a country in the southern Europe. It is also among the largest egg producer country in 2024. Angola is a country in the western southern part of Africa. It produces about 143,000 tons of eggs in 2024. Hungary is a country in the Eastern Europe. It produces about 140,000 tons of eggs in 2024. Austria is a country, it's a landlocked country in Europe. It produces about 139,000 tons of eggs in 2024. Belgium is also a country in Europe. It produces about 138,000 tons of eggs in 2024. Myanmar is a country in the southeastern part of Asia. It produces about 132,000 tons of eggs in 2024. Sweden is a Scandinavian country in the northern part of Europe. It produces about 128,000 tons of eggs in 2024. North Korea is a country in the eastern northern part of Asia. It produces about 125,000 tons of eggs in 2021. If you like this video, please share the video. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe to the channel. I am very thankful for watching my videos, for encouraging my channel. Thank you so much. Much respect for my viewers. I am really very happy for that. Cuba is an island country. It's also among the largest egg producer countries in the world. It produced 104,000 tons of eggs in 2024. Sri Lanka is also among the largest egg producing countries. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the upcoming videos. Bye bye.